Hi, I'm Amanda Freed, and we're live streaming here from the core at La Encantada. And we've got new exciting things coming up. I will be here with you live streaming, I believe, absolutely through February and probably through the whole month of March. So as things begin to morph and open in the world, we are looking at that very carefully and deciding what is in your best interest. So let us know what you're interested in coming up. So we'll be coming here and offering meditation in this exact same way for the next at least 5 weeks. You can catch us here on Facebook, tmcaz.com, on YouTube. So there's tons of ways that we continue to support you. And we'll be looking to see you in person, hopefully really, really soon. And this month, because it's Heart Health Month, we're talking about centering the mind to enter the heart. And these are some of my favorite meditations to teach and to practice because we think that we are thinking machines, and we are. We're taught to process things, to even be mindful. Mindfulness has become this huge practice in the past 10, 15, 20 years, and it's great and it's wonderful. At some points, though, we would love for that to rest. And the other thing that sort of comes into play or comes into the conversation is that the mind is a problem. The mind is a hindrance. We need to train or control the mind in a certain way. And in my intention, in my practice, in my belief, this couldn't be further from the truth. Have you ever tried to train your mind? Have you ever tried to actively, or for most of us, forcefully quiet your mind? It doesn't work very well, does it? So what I like to teach and the practices that I like to offer you are about training your attention. Most of our attention, most of the day, is trained on our minds. Even making decisions about every single thing we see, making judgments about people, about clothing, about food, about work, we are constantly paying attention to what we're thinking. We're paying attention to our minds, so much so that we're not even normally paying attention to what we're doing. We've all had the experience of getting home and thinking, God, how did I get here? Or was that a red light or a green light? Or, I forgot about all the streets I passed. I didn't even see the people on the street. And so we are often entertained in our minds. And we are very rarely present in our heart space. And when we talk in yoga or in yogic philosophy about the heart, it's not what we think of in the West. We often have this desire. Well, the heart wants what the heart wants. Well, the heart wants a Twinkie right now, or the heart wants some chocolates, or the heart wants this food or that food, and then maybe we feel bad about it later, or the heart wants this relationship that I know isn't really good for me. That's not really your heart. That's still your mind. That's still the mind that is led by desire. And there's nothing wrong with desire. It's not a problem. It's why we've propagated the species. But when we move into the heart actually wants nothing. The heart actually needs nothing. The actual heart of us is at peace all of the time. So this becomes a practice of moving the attention into that heart space. And if you don't even understand what that means, it's fine. We're not trained this way in the West. We're trained to move into the thinking mind and to believe that our heart is an organ, or B, the center of our emotion. Well, we have emotions, but that's not really what the heart of you is. The center of you, the heart of you, if you think about it, is the seed of a fruit. It's not emotional. An apple is just an apple, but that seed is the deepest part, and the part that can grow, the part that is everlasting, the part that goes on forever. And that is the heart of you, the seed of you, the depth of your being. So we're going to spend a few minutes today, about 10, 15 minutes of meditation on that heart center, the heart center that is quite possibly different than any heart center you've ever known. So find your comfortable seat and see if you can maybe turn your cell phones off or turn off any distractions that might be in the room with you. And as you're ready, you can gently allow the eyes to close down. So just as we enter the heart with a different intention, we can also come into meditation with an intention that's a little bit different than it might have been before. You know, maybe we thought we had to sit very rigidly, or we had to sit on a cushion, or we had to be a yoga practitioner or a spiritual practitioner. And none of that is so. You can sit in a chair, you can sit in a comfortable chair, you can allow the body to be relaxed and soft. So there's no right and wrong way to practice. There's no specific being that you have to be, or place that you have to be, or circumstance that has to be. It's just you showing up with and for you. So allow your body now to settle into that comfortable seat beneath you. And if you are not comfortable at any point, feel free to move and shift your position. If you have an itch, feel free to bring your hand up and gently scratch. So we don't have to be rigid, still, or disciplined to practice meditation. All we need to do is show up in compassion and kindness. So now that you're there in your comfortable seat, begin to focus on your breath. So remember, we're not training the mind or quieting the mind or wrestling with it. We're bringing the attention where we'd like it to be. And for right now, let's place the attention specifically on the exhale. As the exhale is the ruler of relaxation. And as you exhale, just notice your body sinking deeper and deeper into the seat beneath you. And allow for now the inhale to simply take care of itself. Notice a weightiness in the shoulders as you exhale. In a few moments, we'll engage in a gentle body scan. And now as you exhale, when you think you have eliminated most of the breath, just exhale a little bit more. Get rid of that stale lung breath that sits in the bottom of the lungs. So just let yourself exhale a little bit more than you might normally. And then notice just at the bottom of that exhale, the inhale will gently begin. And we can separate the awareness where on the exhale we feel the body sink and get heavier. But on the inhale, we can feel a sense of lightness in our awareness. So we're finding the balance now between heavy and light. Darkness and light. So the exhale we can think of as the darkness of a cave. The weightiness of a dark night as the sky gets dark and seems to descend upon you. And then on the inhale, we can think about just those little glimmer of stars, just little bits of light within that blanket of darkness. You can feel that blanket of darkness wrap around you, just allowing yourself to have a deep state of calm. It will be very natural for thoughts to come in at any point, especially the more relaxed you get. The thoughts might want to come in and take over. And that's fine. Thoughts will come and go. We'll just bring the awareness back to where we'd like it, to that deep state of darkness, with little glimmers of light. And then we'll do a gentle body scan. We'll go from the feet up today. So allow your feet to either be placed on the floor, or if they're up, it's fine. No rigid rules about how your feet should be, but do let the muscles of the feet rest. You can wiggle your toes a little bit and allow them to find some soft in-between state to be in. Allow the ankles and the shins and the knees to release. Let the muscles and bones of the upper legs, the thighs, be heavy. These are the heaviest muscles and bones in the body. And we can use the legs to really root and ground us. Feel the hips sink heavy into the seat beneath you. So we can think of this lower half of the body as that grounding force, that blanket of darkness that draws you down. And then inhale into your low abdomen. And when you inhale into your abdomen, let it balloon out and be full. So we don't need to hold any tension in the stomach. Just let your belly be full and soft. Then feel your rib cage expand on the inhale. Now this expansiveness would allow for a feeling of lightness, as if the lungs were buoyant. Let the arms hang heavy by the sides. Gently check in with your shoulders. So no need to depress the shoulders or bring them up to the ears. Just allow them to hang neutrally. Let the sides of your neck release. Let your low jaw slacken. Allow the skin around the mouth and the eyes to be soft. Allow the forehead to be smooth. And inhale a feeling of lightness around all the muscles around your skull, so your scalp, around the sides of the ears. Think about the lower body descending and the upper body rising or ascending. Now, in your awareness, gently enter the cave of the heart. You might just feel this. You might be a visualizer. You might see yourself walking into a cave. Either way, allow yourself to walk into the darkness, or to feel a blanket of darkness descend upon you. It's the kind of darkness where you wouldn't be able to tell if your eyes were opened or closed. No fear, nothing to fear. Allow yourself to be shrouded in warm, dark space. In the West, we often connect darkness and negativity, and it's not so. As you breathe, breathe in that warm, close feeling. Not yet necessarily looking for the light. Allow yourself to walk into that cave where it's warm and close, where you know that you're safe as you enter the cave of your heart. Which is almost without attribute. So no emotion, nothing to do, no judgment. No desire. Just wrapped in a blanket of warmth. And then feel yourself surrounded with that security. That place where nothing is required of you, nor do you require anything. Here you have all that you need. You are full and complete. In the cave of your own heart. Now notice your breath. Notice the quality of your inhale. Notice the depth of your exhale. See, nothing to be done here. You just notice. How does the space of the cave in your heart feel? Nothing is needed from you. Nothing is needed for you. This is the space where you are whole and complete and perfect. Now in your awareness, gently notice an entrance to the cave where just a little bit of light begins to come in. And as that light creeps in, just remind yourself that at any time you can come back and enter the cave of your heart. A place that is warm, quiet, where you are complete, without attribute. And as the light begins to open in, we allow that light into the heart. Just as when we enter back into our daily life, we remember there's a space deep in the center of each of our beings that is calm, that is settling, that is quiet, that is perfect. Now with each inhale, the eyes still closed, just allow that feeling of lightness to come back in, whether it be stars in the sky or sunlight. With each and every inhale. Now, if you can stay in meditation and you don't want to come out, that's fine. Stay as long as you'd like. Otherwise, we'll gently bring the awareness back to the surface. Connecting again with the inhale, connecting again with the body. So allow maybe fingers and toes to wiggle, to move a little bit. You can stretch in any way that feels comfortable for you. I like to check in with my neck. Be gentle on your body, always coming out of meditation very slowly. And in your own time, slowly allowing the eyes to blink open. So they might want to close back down again, and that's fine. You can take your time to maybe look around the room that you're in, even looking at your body, seeing if things look a little different, feel a little different. Welcome back. So the association that we in the West make with the heart is a little different than in other cultures. And I hope you enjoyed this journey into the heart of you, which is safe, warm, needs nothing from you, and you need nothing from it. So return again and again to this space in your heart and know that you are deeply connected in my heart. Hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you.